You know what's really, really funny, Vortex? How we made breathing illegal. If you think about it, it's really interesting. Okay, so supposedly this virus that has been overreported for the past year. Has it been a year? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's been a year. It's almost March, Amy. Yeah, I don't know when it is. Anyway, so supposedly the overreported virus makes it really hard to breathe, so much so that you might end up in the hospital on a ventilator. So they say, because they have so much footage of it and they have so many pictures of it. And you have all these lockdowns for that. You have all these lockdowns just because of a virus that's very similar to flu. Okay? And then when people start wising up to like what's really happening, I don't know why it takes this, but cut them some slack, Amy. It takes the sheep a little longer. Yeah, that's true. I guess it just depends on like how deeply into the sheepdom you really are. The sheep domain, rather. Because some people are only into it a little bit. Other people, it's all the way. You know? You can usually tell by like how much social media people use and how they use it. But anyway. So after these lockdowns, people start, you know, figuring shit out. And then what happens? Motherfucker gets murdered by a policeman who supposedly kneels on his neck for 8 minutes or something. And then people start saying, I can't breathe, which was never like anything that George Floyd said. Here's the thing about all of that. I know that I sound crazy, and I know that people are just going to get upset, but it's kind of obvious that all this stuff is staged. Like, I can look at it like detail by detail and tell you why. Or I could just look at it from the bigger picture and tell you why. Which explanation would you prefer? You know? Just go with the bigger picture one. It's easier that way. Okay, so they're basically like just, my friend says that history rhymes. Yeah, it does. Because all this stuff is just, it's got like the 60s all over it. It's like every decade though, they always try to ignite this race war, and that's why they won't shut up about white supremacy. It's not because it's up and running, I guarantee you. White people wouldn't be so excited to kill themselves if whites were truly supreme, okay? I think that the people in power, the people that run the show, just want supremacy. I don't think it has anything to do with race. I think it has everything to do with power and control. And so they know that race and gender, and now all the, you know, that's why I said what I said about the freight train of sexual deviance. I said, you know, they just keep adding letters. Eventually they're going to all start fighting because, you know, their whole identity is like based on separation, you know, and so you have more and more separating factors, and then that's more all-inclusivity we have to worry about, and it's just ridiculous. It's like, I just want to start like dressing in a porcupine costume, and I want people to like acknowledge that I'm a porcupine, and if they don't, I'm gonna sue them. You know, that's how I feel right now. I do. But anyway, so what was I talking about? You were talking about how things were correlated. Okay, yes I was. So, virus supposedly means you can't breathe, right? Then we hear, I can't breathe, over and over and over again, all these protests. After the lockdown, after these businesses had been shut down for all this time, then they get burned down. And everybody justifies it all because of racial inequality, racial injustice, police brutality. The people that cry about this shit don't care about any of that. Because if they did, they would talk about other stuff that is more important than the stuff they're talking about. I hate it when I switch lanes and I don't have to, and then I feel like such an idiot having to switch lanes back. Like, oops, I'm sorry. Oops, got a vagina. Oops. You know that fucking Captain Crunch? Have you guys seen this shit? Of course I have, because I work at a grocery store, but I noticed this before though. Long before I worked at the grocery store. I don't remember what I was saying. Yes, you do. Long before you were working at the grocery store. Captain Crunch. Oops, all berries. Have you guys seen that? As if, like, that kind of fuck up could just be fixed through marketing. You know? I'm pretty sure that somebody would have died. You know? Like, say you just, like, fuck something up. You can't just be like, oops, you know? You know, back in the day, like, you could make jokes about, you know, accidentally having sex with somebody else. But that's not really a joke today, because that's, like, reality. And people sleep around so damn much that it's like, you know, basically, like, a significant amount of people, and it's sad to say that they're in my age group, from my God love 'em generation. God bless them generation, really. Yeah, man. Though they don't believe in God. They believe in the internet. They believe in medicine. They believe in... It's no sham! Jesus is the rock! Fucking A. Yes, he is. I like that. No, but yeah, the degeneracy, it's like, it's run rampant in the culture. And because of that, you know, people are, you know, just think it's fine to have sex with somebody they just met. Or have sex with somebody that, like, they don't even know. Like, they literally just interacted with them online. And they have no idea if they're a fucking serial killer. And they're just, like, gonna go sleep with them. They're gonna go have a BDSM experience with a total stranger. It's the weirdest fucking thing. These people are total freaks. And not in, like, the cool way. But... freaks! Yeah, man. I mean, I consider myself to be a freak, but that's just because I'm like, out there in regards to society. You know, so I feel like that's how society would look at me. And I don't follow social norms. I really don't follow social norms specific to gender, okay? But that doesn't mean that I'm, like, gender fluid or gender whatever. I don't understand. That should just be the gender. Gender, whatever. It doesn't matter. It really, I mean, people shouldn't make it so important, but people also shouldn't, toss it out the window either. That's the problem with this fucking country. Everybody's so black or white about everything. Nobody knows what the color gray is. Nobody knows. The only thing they know about gray is that awful BDSM movie. 50 Shades of Garbage, right? That was based off of some fan fiction, based off of some crap movie, some crap book. What in fucking Twilight or some shit? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this culture is just, it's like everything's so crap. It's just so crappity crap. And it makes people boring. Because nobody's really living an interesting life. It used to be like where if you went out and slept around and, maybe you got an STD or something, that at least would be an interesting story. But now it's like everybody's doing that. So that's not cool. It's not cool to get an STD. It's not cool to be on birth control. It's not cool. You know what's cool? Knowing when your ovulation cycle is and not being a slut bag. That's cool. That's way cooler. We gotta start a campaign on cool again. Make America cool again. I don't think America was ever cool. Or you're gonna offend the boomers with that one. I've said this before, my parents are boomers, and man, are they brainwashed. It's just sad. But okay, so I was talking about virus, breathing problems with the virus. Then I was talking about breathing problems in relation to police brutality and lockdowns, burn downs, total chaos and destruction, people killing themselves, people killing other people, people being violent, period, point blank. And then I was thinking about these masks and how they're literally making it harder for us to breathe. And isn't that the whole thing about the virus is that it's hard to breathe? So why would you? I mean, it's everything is so stupid, you guys. It's like the opposite. If you just flip it upside down, then it makes sense. I don't know, but I just find it interesting that all this stuff. Now I can't breathe. All this stuff. No cops necessary. But yeah, I mean, all this stuff is fucking staged, though. I don't see how people can't see that. And I don't mean to take away from anything that's actually real about any of these events, okay? So when people say certain things, political things, they think that those things mean something, but they don't. It's just it's a slogan. It's a slogan. It's it's a hashtag. It's a slogan, it's a hashtag, it's a trend. So that means it doesn't mean anything. It's just a passing phase, and it's just used to control people and manipulate their behavior. That's why I don't go along with any of that shit. Even with former President Trump, rather. I go along with that stuff because even if I liked him or even if I appreciated him and his sense of humor at the very least, it's I just think it's stupid to go along with a person representing a political party, because I don't think it's good to allow a political party to represent you. I just don't understand the way that my country thinks. I don't understand the way that people in general think, or don't think rather, but it's everybody's just so biased, and they're so prone to not thinking that bias is a problem because of everything they see in the news, because of everything that they see from the education system. I mean, literally everything in the education system, they just been teaching you, like, okay, this is what we're going to tell you happened at this time. You know? Like, I feel like kids should be encouraged. You want an education system, you encourage kids to learn whatever they want to learn and as much as they want to learn. That would be a cool motherfucking school. I'm just saying. Like, they have those schools already, don't they? It's like a special school, but not like, you know, retard special, but, you know, just special. Like, I don't fit in with the sheep. I really should have gone to one of those schools, but what you're seeing here is partially the result of public school, okay? It's the result of a lot of other things too, but yeah, public school didn't teach me how to conform, though. It taught me why this country is not the place that so many of these patriots think that it is. Because if it weren't for our public school system, none of this shit would be going on right now. I'm just telling you.